Shendy, Shendy, Shendy.
Barry, Barry, Barry.
Yeah, but Shendy, Shendy, Shendy kind of rolls off the tongue a little bit better than Barry, Barry, Barry. Barry, Barry sounds a bit like some kind of thing that you got in the 1940s without too much vitamin D.
Okay, I'll have to.
Or was it E?
I don't know. I'll have to come up with something suitable. Leave me time to think on it.
Anyway,
Ewok.
We've got a really fantastic set of downloadable fairies for you. If you've not visited our download section yet, what have they got to do?
And if they haven't been there, I want to know why. My mother used to do that.
She?
Yeah.
It's like Morse code.
Yeah.
Go to Alan and Barry's download section.
Now. Well, not now, but...
Not now, but after you've seen this demonstration, you're already on the website now, so go straight to it and make sure that you download as many of these wonderful fairy designs and indeed as many of the other fabulous things that you can find there as well. Do remember that it is a credit-based system, so you do need to get your credits beforehand, but apart from that, you'll be fine.
Of course they will.
So, what are we doing now then?
We're going to do a card using some fairies.
And these are the ones we're going to use.
There she is.
This is going to be a topper-based one then.
She's a lovely sort of nymph.
Mm.
Can you see the magic coming from her finger up to make that plant glow?
So she's a nymph.
Well, no, I said I think she looks like a little nymph, but she is actually a fairy. You can see her fairy.
But she's not maniacal about it. Is she out in the woods looking for?
Move on.
Firewood.
Move on.
Go on then.
There's our topper. Here's our insert. Something a little bit different. We're going to be using the insert that away. So you've got just a strip at the top and a strip at the bottom. Something a bit different.
Mm-hmm.
I like to bring you lots of different things. Then we have two sets of
tags. Now these are different sizes. That's it.
That's it. There we go. Got it.
Think of the way that you want to go and then do the opposite.
Okay. Two different sizes. This is the larger one. This is the smaller one. And the smaller one fits inside the larger one. So you can mat and layer your tags. How about that?
Perfect.
Something new. I like them. I think that's wonderful. Okay. Moving on. Our background papers. Look at these. Look at that.
Very exciting.
Isn't that an explosion?
It is.
An explosion of colour there.
Gorgeous. Very
You can see they all coordinate. Look at that.
They do. So, what card are you going to make for us then, Shendy? What card are you going to make for us then, Shendy?
I haven't finished yet. Do you mind sort of, going back again? Thank you.
This is as bad as working with Alan.
Dear me. Right, we've then got some letters that are back to front. And I'll explain the back to front letters just now. See? One size bigger than the other, so that they fit inside each other.
Lovely.
Okay, and hold it. Then we've got a pattern template for some flowers. 3 different sizes. Can you see that? Yep. Little dotted lines are where you would fold them if you want to fold them up. And they all fold up to make a little sort of parcel that you could perhaps put a bit of glitter in or a few seeds. Anything sort of, little tiny fine bits in there so that when a child opens it up, mother goes, oh no. I'm terrible like that.
Right. Card.
Yes, boss. Cardstock. Card.
Yep.
In half. Forgotten bone folder.
So use trusty finger.
So the trusty old finger comes
as attached.
As attached. I'd be in trouble if it wasn't. And back the other way with the old thumb, and almost as good as a bone folder. Look at that. Sharper than sharp.
All right, next.
Right, next. Let me just move these out of the way a bit. Right, next. Let's get our insert in, shall we? There it is. All ready. And I've got a bit of double-sided sticky tape on the back. So off that comes. And I'm going to open up the card. And position it. And close it. How about
Perfect.
that? It's better than the other one, isn't it? The other one went in all skew with.
This would be another one of the demonstrations that you may or may not see on the website with Shendy.
Now, I'm going to put one piece of backing paper. It's good, isn't it?
It's brilliant. Very impressed.
2 pieces of backing paper.
Oh, so are we going for a third one?
We are. Indeed we are. Here's our lovely third. I'm using all three backing paper.
And of course you could replicate this card again and again and again, because if you've downloaded it you can print it off again and again and again.
Absolutely. Here's our topper, which is going to go in the middle of there, I think. I like that, yes.
Of course, if you wanted to, you could have put her on the other two as well and sort of overlapped her a bit, couldn't you?
No, because they were all the same size.
No, but you could. No, you know what I'm saying. I think you know what I'm saying. What am I saying?
I know exactly what he's talking about. A load of old tosh. Right. So I've now done my my tag.
Cheeky mare.
It's picking it up off Alan, it is, I tell you. Right, one inside the other, like that. And I'm going to put my tag down there, I think. Now that would hold my sentiment, but I don't know who it's to as yet.
No.
So, not going to do that. I've now cut out my my flowers after printing on them, and I've cut them. I've cut down into the pattern, just that little bit. Can you see that?
Yep.
You see where those are cut?
Perfect.
Just so that I can...
Do you want to bring it back in the shot again? Oh, that's it. Lovely.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was a bit slow for you there.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, okay.
So that I can get a really...
Don't push it.
Really...
Don't build your fart.
Really, really good curl on them.
That we can't see you doing, but never mind.
Can you see that?
Can now.
Okay. Now you can either do that with the spoon,
yeah,
or your fingers, as I've just done, or
or your tongue if it's sharp enough. Yeah.
Well, you'd be all right then, wouldn't you?
Ooh.
And I'm going to put that one up there. That's number 1. And here we have number 2. Once again, I've slit it exactly the same. And I'm going to...
Give it a bit of a curl.
Which shows you just how sticky the double-sided sticky tape is.
Indeed it does.
Oh, gosh, look at that. Right, now I'm going to offset that inside of there like that. And we've got a little flower on the go. Now, at the time, I was thinking that maybe this would be a card for Alice. So I've cut out an A. This is the shadow one. So I'm going to put the shadow in there, like that. And then I've printed off the corresponding A in a lighter colour. And now if I just pop that over the top there like that.
Just that's it. Perfect.
There we go.
Wow, that is really, really very clever. I have to say, as much as we're sort of taking the mickey out of each other, I'm genuinely impressed by that. That is just brilliant, absolutely superb, because it gives that wonderful dimension that so many card makers and scrappers like, with that shadow effect that sometimes is not at all easy to produce. And it is produced in this instance by using these sheets just here, which you put through your printer. They're back to front now, but then you put them through the printer again, printing the pattern on the reverse, so when you come to cut them out, they're the right way round. I think that's brilliant.
You like that?
I do, I like that.
And then just as a little added something inside. Okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
Over there, I've got another little lonely flower just to sit on there, because Alice is only 5.
Oh. Of course, that's a treasure. That's a treasure. That's a card that Alice will probably treasure. We'll say that was a treasure that Alice will keep for years. But that's, I did get it right, didn't I? Never mind.
You did, yeah.
It's all right. It's one of those things. It's age that's creeping in. So it just remains for me to say a big thank you to Shendy. But before I do that, Shendy, they need, don't they, to visit the download?
They do. You've got to go visit the download site. It's just phenomenal.
So go to the website, make sure that you go into the shop section. The first category that you see will be the download section, and you will see so many fantastic things there, not just from Shendy, but from a whole variety of other designers as well. But Shendy's fairies, teenage girls, teenage boys, all of the things that she's brought there have been brought to you with a little bit of a twist, a little bit of a difference. There's contemporary and there's also traditional there from her.
Right.
In fact, you're very much of a bit of a where contemporary meets traditional, aren't you?
Oh yes, yeah. I like to be up to date.
Up to date, right.
Up
Well,
to date.
what we're going to do is we're going to leave you with a shot of that wonderful card that Shendy just put together for us using those fabulous fairy downloads.